What's up, guys? Happy launch day. Archeworld is launching today for the North America and South America service. So let's do some quick questions here for you. Yes, you can pre-download. So go to archeworld.com, download the game now if you have not. So go up to here and go game start. You're going to start. It's going to start the download once you've logged in. So you log in, game start, and then it downloads. It uses the same client as the Asian server. So if you played on the Asian server, you don't have to do anything else. You are going to have an update when you do log in because they are doing a maintenance and they are doing a patch and an update today. And that's going to happen around 12 Pacific Standard Time. So in about 3 hours from this video going live. And then the server is supposed to come up around 4 Pacific Standard Time. But again, this is launch day. There could be issues. It could be delayed, etc. Right? But 4 p.m. Pacific Standard Time is the scheduled launch time. When they do the maintenance, they take down the website as well. So you cannot pre-download if the game is under maintenance. And you have to go to archeworld.com to start the game. You have to go up here to game start. The website will look different after today. They are going to be adjusting things, but it will be roughly the same. There's going to be a button that says game start, and you'll be able to choose your region, either in the actual client itself or on the website here. We don't know exactly what it's going to look like. We'll do a video on that shortly when that comes up. And then also, they did say that there is going to be the slot machine, the roulette wheel, will be available for the North America region. So right now, if you go over here and you can see some tabs under BSLT or Blue Salt here, there is the roulette. And so don't do this right now. But if you want to play this game, you get 100 plays every single day possible. It does cost 10 BSLT, so it's a gambling function, right? You can play this on the American server when the website comes back up and goes live. So if you want to try and win your way to getting 100,000 BSLT, you very well could today, later on today for the North America server. Obviously, I don't think this is a profitable thing to do, but you do have some items that could be beneficial. You got 10 gold coins, which are very important for server launch, and then 10 Archeum Brazers, which could be very important for the first server launch as well, which gives you another chance to potentially get a lot of Archeum. And there's also a labor potion here. So those 3 items do give out some in-game benefits. These over here, these scrolls, are not what people think they are. They are not like gear upgrade scrolls. These are reroll stat scrolls. So like you get substats on your gears, and then you can reroll these substats. It's not very important at all. Like if these were gear upgrade scrolls, then it would be ultra like, oh my god, why is this in here? It's so pay to win, right? But the labor potion, the gold, and the Archeum Brazers do give some advantage for this 10 BSLZ slot machine that you are going to be rolling. The worst prizes that you can get are the lucky scrolls. These are going to be absolute garbage, worth literally like nothing. So, and yeah, server launch, you really don't mind. Like, I honestly think this is actually a good deal if you are playing the North America, South America server, because 10 gold is actually very, very valuable in the beginning of the server. And that's that's quote unquote the worst prize on this, right? And there's also Archeum Brazers, which is another bad prize, right? But that's a good thing in the beginning of the server when you don't have much gold or resources to get these things. You don't have any Archeum either. And then also the next worst prize is getting back your 10 BSLT. Other than that, the only other bad prizes are those lucky scrolls. So majority of these prizes are a very, very good item that you do use and do actually desire and need for the new server. So yeah, I'm going to be spinning. We'll be doing a video on the spinnings and see what happens and see how that goes once the server has updated, because right now if you spin, they've told us that this is only going to be going to the Asian server, so you don't want to spin right now. You want to spin after the launch of the North America, South America server. All right, another topic that people have asked is, am I a sponsored video YouTuber? Like, do I get paid by XL Games? And the big answer to this is no. I put all of my own personal money into these videos, into the game, and I do it solely because I believe that this is a great game. I believe that Archeworld is a very fun and very enjoyable game, and it can also be very, very profitable. So I've told people this multiple times because it's the honest to God truth. So I started in the alpha, and I bought my way into the alpha. I paid, I believe it was like 30 to 50 bucks. I can't remember exactly how much I paid, but I paid 30 to 50 bucks to buy an alpha pass to get into the alpha of Asia about months ago now, and I tested the game out. When I saw the gameplay and how the systems were set up, I was pretty much sold immediately because in my mind, I think this is the future monetization system. This is the future payment system. This is the future way that game companies will operate that is more fair and balanced than a free to play cash shop and then them just selling everything like crazy. Personally, the roulette wheel wasn't there. I don't like the roulette wheel. I think that is, getting a little bit slippier slope into more the Excel game selling, power, right? But besides that, when the game launched over there, based on the alpha, it was like, wow, this game is going to be something cool and special. The fact that, you can own your land and then you could always rent it or you could sell it to someone else or just use it yourself. That was really, really like intriguing. And I thought that was a cool thing. And the whole goal of this game is to provide fun and enjoyment and make housing profitable. Like housing is the core aspect of this game. And that's what I always thought Arc Age, the original version of this game, was aiming to do, right? Housing was supposed to be like this big thing that everyone wanted, everyone had to have, and they would fight over land, and then like the land would be completely filled, and people would be using it for crops, and people would be using it for like trade packs, and people would just be chilling out their houses, they would be decorating. Well, that happened for the first couple of months, but then over time, people realized that the houses and the crops were worth nothing. And in part, that was because the world itself spawned so much free crops. So there were so many free trees out there. There's so many free berries, free, ore, so many free resources out in the wild that was just on a constant, respawn over and over and over again. And so it devalued the crops that you could plant yourself. So originally, a lot of people were like, man, there's no wild crops. You can't plant crops in the wild and you can't harvest in the wild. Like, that sucks. And yeah, it does suck. Like, it does feel like, man, there's nothing to gather or harvest out there. But it helps the economy tremendously. It keeps the crops from having, little to no value at all. Because right now there's, a smallish amount of crops. There's skin, there's ore, there's logs, there's some grains, there's some chicken stuff, right? That's about it. There's like 5 different crops. Where in Arc Age, there was like 25 different crops. And then it was incredibly hard to balance all those things. And the world was just constantly spawning them over and over and over again. The only thing that actually was very valuable was Thunderstruck trees, which definitely I'm sad that those are gone and that we don't have something like that. I do wish that something like that would appear in this game in the future. And there's always the chance that these things will come in the future too. So like Ocean's trade packs, naval content was huge, so much fun in Arc Age, and it's on the roadmap. It's coming soon. They said it's coming, pretty much the end of summer is their target. So in about 3 months, we should be seeing, Ocean information or the Ocean content should probably be live. Maybe we'll give them an extra 2 months. We'll say 3 to 5 months that we should be seeing the Ocean content based on their timeline right now. So the cool thing here is that I thought this game was going to get updated really, really quick because they have all the old assets done. They don't have to create assets. But what they're doing is they've had 10 years of data about their prior game Arc Age, and they realized what worked and what didn't work, and they don't want to make the same mistakes because they saw that a lot of the decisions that they made in Arc Age did not work. They screwed things up, and once you screw things up in a live game, it is almost impossible to fix them. So they're going slow and steady, and they're making sure that all the gameplay designs and everything is balanced and fair, and it's not like, all right, everyone just does fishing because fishing is the 100% best way to do anything, 100% best way to earn gold and get your resources. So the balance in this game is incredibly good. It's incredibly detailed, and the fact that it's such a simpler version of Arc Age with less things in it, it gives them that opportunity to balance. And even if they do make a mistake, they can adjust a couple things. Whereas in Arc Age, there was like 50 different systems all touching each other. So like if you tried to increase the drop rates of logs significantly, that would affect like 50 different other game systems. It was a crazy system. Arc Age is so big. And that goes another point. Like, this game is big too, so download it now, guys. Like, if you haven't downloaded the game yet, do it. This game will take you like an hour at least to download. It's like, I think it's like 50 gigabytes or 50 megabytes, whatever the number is. It's a huge file to download. So it'll take you some time to download this. And again, you cannot start the download when the server is being maintained and under duress right there, under fixes and patches. So let me just post this video and then we'll ramble on a different video so people can get the download started here. Thanks for watching as always. I will see you in the next one. But the gist of, let's go back. So I haven't finished. The gist of it is I put my own money into this game, right? I put $6,000 after the alpha into the Asian server. I turned that money essentially into $20,000 in the game and into assets, into things. And, it fluctuates, right? It's approximately $20,000. And now, it wasn't the fandom cards, and then now we have fandom cards, and we have some land, and then we have BSLT. So we have approximately around $20,000 of stuff, and that all stemmed from the original $6,000 that I put in, and this is all my own money. The only thing that XL Games has ever given me they've given me, I think it was like 10 beta passes or 10 alpha passes way back when, right? So that was in the alpha phase. So 8-9 months ago, they give me 10 alpha passes to give away for a giveaway. Like, that's it. I'm not sponsored. This is all personal opinions. I will call them out on their shit if they do anything bad, and they do things that are bad or things that I don't agree with. So, I try to be as impartial and fair as possible, but of course I am financially invested, right? I have a lot of money involved in this game, but that's the reason I do is because I love the game. That's a simple fact. But yes, I do try to be impartial and fair. So talk to you guys later. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you.